paint putters. We have Gachiakuta Episode 17, Memories of a Mediocrity. And I didn't think we'd be going in this direction with Gachiakuta. Hopping right into a flashback. Hopping right inside of Zanka's mind, baby. So the first thing we see in this flashback is Zanka's father giving him a little lecture about his clan, the Nishiku clan, and how Zanka's older brother and sister have followed his father in joining the Hell Guard. Zanka's not a rebellious boy because his father tells him this and he's like, yes, sir. He knows what his duty is and it's time. The Hell Guard is an institution that keeps humanity in line. It's very interesting to see this world's lore start to come together through flashbacks. Let me talk about this real quick. I kind of thought we would probably see like Ryo's fight or even Enjin's fight and then come back to Zanka's fight, but it seems that we'll be getting the resolution of every fight and then maybe it will all culminate into what's next, which just stay tapped in because we got to talk about what it seems might be coming next. But yeah, young Zanka, he's in Hell Guard Academy and he is the top student. He is in line to stand on the golden chair. It's a chair that only the top student in the school can sit on, nothing more, nothing less. All of Zanka's classmates thinks that he's just a natural talent in being the top of the class, in being the smartest in class. And Zanka, he likes the fact that people think that his talents are natural, but he actually behind the scenes works hella hard. Everything changes when a girl named Hio arrives. She is the opposite of Zanka. Zanka's family, the Nijikus, they're royals essentially in this world, while Hio, she's born from the slums and she really made it out the mud, and it seems that her talents are truly natural. And Zanka's somebody we see in this episode who he has a lot of internal thoughts. The way he saw his classmates changing once he usurped him as the most powerful student in the class, he didn't like that. He kind of looked down on his classmates. After he was bested by her, there was a moment where he just breaks down to himself. I don't know if in this moment this is after they've battled a bunch of times and he can't seem to beat her, or if it was just the first time, but he ends up pulling up to him and he brings up the golden throne and how that she is a prime candidate to sit on that throne now. And she goes like, okay, what's the point? Doesn't really matter. And it's just so wild because Zanka views this throne and being able to sit on it and being the best in his class as his ultimate goal. His big brother did it, his sister did it, his dad did it, but it seems he comes to a point where when Hio says like, yo, like, why do you want to sit on that? So other people can view you highly? He just doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to think. And the way I see it is like all this time he's been doing this for his father, for the sake of his clan, but has he really been doing it for himself? So a day arrives where the class, they all get to pick weapons. And Zanka picks the staff, thinking that everyone's gonna choose the most powerful looking weapon, but he's gonna pick the weapon that looks the most unimpressive. Come to find out that it wasn't even a weapon. It was a plain old stick. Oh my God. So now when he's looking at what Hio's about to choose, she ends up pulling out a regular sword, nothing special. She basically did what he consciously thought to do, just naturally. Something that's great about this episode is that Zanka's narrating, but at this point in the narration where he's down in a well, we find out who he's talking to. It's past Enjin, and past Ryo is there too. And I have to say they look amazing. They got these little hats on. It's kind of like a Akatsuki vibes, but not too much. They just look really cool. Enjin's like, yo, you want to get out that well? And Zanka is like, you don't even want to be on this earth anymore. Because someone who's not even trying to achieve what he's put in so much work to achieve is just naturally doing it. Enjin gives him words of encouragement and he tells him, hey, you think you lost hope down in this well, but you're still clinging on to hope. The same way you're clinging on to that stick you got. You might have thought it's trash, but you're still holding on to it. And who says you need to be a natural talent to get to where you want to be? If you keep striving, who knows what could happen. We kind of get some foreshadowing that Enjin and Ryo are gonna come back because he tells Zanka like, look, I'll be back in this area. So just so you know. And we see Zanka make his way out of the well. And then, woo, we're right back in the present where it looks like Zanka is getting up Dude, I thought he got stabbed in the heart, it looked like. He calls his assist staff to him, and it comes to him, and I'm like, what? His powers are awakening. Just the way Jabber's claws awakened. We're about to see this. But we find out what the third toxin in Jabber's claws was. It was a hallucinogen. Oh my God. So the scene where it looks like Zonka's gonna turn the tables, he's really just assed out on the floor, mumbling to himself that he'll prove what a mediocrity can do. And Jabber is a true character, man. This guy starts dancing and laughing, and he even lays down next to Zonka and starts laughing. Even though his ribs are broken and he feels pain, he finds more enjoyability out of what Zonka's going through. But ultimately, as easygoing and carefree as Jabber looks, he does have a job to do. To offer his cleaner opponent to a trash beast. And at the end of the episode, we see him drag Zonka out of the room. And it wouldn't be Gachiakuta without some weird ass foreshadowing, because we see Gutia and she's following the roach, and the roach brings her to this glowing red thing. This could be where the trash beasts are being cultivated. I have no idea. That's my theory. And we see parts of people. I don't know. Just look at the screen. That's what we see. And things are getting wild. I wonder whose fight we're going to next. Probably back to Rio's. But I'm also questioning, is everyone bound to lose at this point? And then things culminate where this trash beast site is, or what's gonna happen? Because Zonka lost. Shout out to the show for having one of the good guys actually lose a fight. I can definitely appreciate that. I really enjoy the direction of this episode. The cliffhanger has me wanting more. This is the first episode we don't even see Rudo, and it was still a good episode. I'm gonna have to put it in an A tier. Let's see what you guys had to say about last episode. Blue Roses, what's good? Thank you, Max Payne. It was so cool to see Corvus tattoo animated. Oh man, speaking of mysteries in Gachiakuta, that Corvus tattoo, feel like it's gonna play some type of role. I love seeing the world expand. Jedi, what's up? Fantastic video. Thank you for your continued Gachiakuta coverage. No, thank you, Jedi. I know you brought some people onto the ride with us. Yo, anybody that made it this far, if you got anyone that enjoys Gachiakuta, bring them over, man. Bring them over. I would love to talk to all you guys, see what y'all think about the show. Lovely Legit, what's happening? Love your videos. Bones killed it, animating Zonka and Jabber's fight. So true. And yo, I cannot get over, Jabber is so funny. He was dancing around, so happy. Like, holy, oh my God. Like, why do I like Jabber that much? I don't even want to see him get cooked for real. But somebody got to do it. Somebody got to avenge Zonka. That's our boy. Snorlax was good. Hell yes, this episode was as straight gas. Every episode just so peak. Some are way more peak than others. Every episode is so good. Baseline, I don't think I've given anything under B. I don't know if I've given anything under A. Max Payne, Gachi Crew, I appreciate you guys as always. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments. Did I say that already? Hit that like if you made it this far. Hit that sub if you're new. Let's keep putting in pain.